You will experience obstacle manifesting your dream life. I see a lot of YouTube videos talk about, well, manifest your dream life in 24 hours or things like this. And I also see that people, and I experienced myself, that a lot of magic can happen in a lot of short time, very short time. I also do know that a lot of people don't just experience whatever they want in a very short time, all of the time at least. And from my own experience, going from $1.5 million US personal debt and into creating a company with 60 people in less than 4 years in a very, very difficult business, actually getting out of the debt, becoming free, financially free. Experiencing this, I was looking back and I was like, okay, obstacles was a part of it. Even though I felt like I have the universe in my back, someone is helping me out here, it's going very fast, things are very good. Even though that, obstacles were still there. And if you experience obstacles, like you want to manifest your dream life, you want to manifest more money, you want to manifest money so you can buy the things that you want, you can experience the things that you want in your life, you can enjoy the things, and you have you want to manifest a great health so you can enjoy your life, feeling good, being in good shape, and maybe even manifest a great relationship so you can enjoy the things with a partner, not only yourself but with a partner also. Well, I really want to share this because I think for many people it's easy to obviously say, okay, I just want to learn to manifest, and if I can manifest my dream life in 24 hours, that's amazing. And it would be amazing, right? Or maybe not, because I want to share with you a couple of things that went through my mind when this video came to me, when I thought about it, when I was inspired about this video. Because from my journey, obstacle has been a part of my journey. And maybe you are the same. You experience the same thing wherever you are in your life now, wherever you are in your business now, relationship now, health now. Obstacles might also for you have been a part of your life, of your journey. And why is it then that I say it's a good thing, actually? And let me give you some ideas here, because first of all, it's how we perceive it. And one thing is that we do know today that watching TikTok, scrolling down, releases some chemicals in your brain, and it makes you feel like, wow, it's a kick. And that's why all of these online things, they are very good at what they're doing, because they give you a kick. They give a person a kick. And I just listened yesterday to a science program with Huberman, and who was explaining, and if you don't know who it is, really look it up. He was explaining how eating a cookie, the carbohydrates, the sugar, and the fat together will release also a kick. Most people know this, but it will release a kick, which makes it even more difficult to not eat it again. So all of these short-term gratifications, or so good. With all of those, it's very easy to get a little confused, because wouldn't you agree with me that if you were just having all the things that you wanted in your life and never had obstacles to get them, never had to do anything to get those things, just came there, it might be that, wow, that would be amazing. But think about it. When you prepared a good, healthy meal and ate it, and you think about it in a conscious way, isn't that even better? Don't you feel better than if you just eat the cookie? And be very, very conscious about your thoughts here, because I know that it would be easy to say, yeah, well, I like the cookie, I love the cookie. But the thing is, I also do know if I prepared a very healthy meal, it looks good, it tastes good, I eat it, I enjoy it, and after I really appreciate the whole thing. That is greater than the cookie thing. Same thing with business. If it just went to a $100 million business without any obstacles, could be in the mind we're saying, wow, that's perfect, that's so cool. But reality is also that, for instance, in my example, from growing my company to 60 people, there were obstacles. I had to fire some people, I had to figure out how to get in the best people and motivate them and all of this. From that, I learned a lot of things. And the story for me is better as I speak about it now, that I know that I went through obstacles to get there. I went through obstacles to get there. It's a way, like I said, of perceiving this, because it would be very easy, also with the business, also with the relationship, just saying, well, a friend of mine told you, think dating is like this. You just walk one day, she's there on the street or in the field, and she's just running toward you. Her dress is like in the wind, going like this, and there's a spotlight on you, there's a spotlight on her. She's just running towards you, she's jumping in your arms, you're kissing each other, there's a big spotlight, there comes flower down from the sky, there's a ring on your fingers, and everything is just perfect. He said, do you think it's like that? And I was actually like, it's a cool picture he gave me, because it's easy to imagine that it's like that. But the fact is that there are obstacles also in a relationship. And now I'm not in a relationship now, I have been. But I know from friends of mine who are in great relationships that there are obstacles. And those obstacles, if the vision is clear, if people love each other and the vision is clear where they want to go together, well, these obstacles make the relationship even stronger. Makes sense? So when we experience obstacles, when we experience things that are hard, that's really a good sign that we have a possibility to grow, to learn. And on the other side of that, we can enjoy that growing and that learning even more. You can enjoy it even more. You can praise yourself. You can pat yourself on the shoulder even more and say, I did it. If you lost 5 kilos, that was your goal. You went to the gym, or you did running, or whatever you did, bicycling, and you ate and slept well and good and took care of yourself, and some months later you lost a kilo. Isn't that like something where you would say, wow, well done. I did it. I put in the effort and I did it. It's just a way of looking on the obstacles. Even when we speak about manifestation and we speak about, okay, can I sit down and meditate and things will show up? Some people say it will. A lot of people say it won't. And if you ask a lot of the great successes, businesses and actors and singers and whatever, people who are very rich, many of them maybe have experienced a lot of luck on their way to their fame and the glory, but most of them, at least who I have heard or read about, they also talked about all the obstacles. They were also there. So it's a mindset of keep learning and keep growing and keep developing, and on that way we have the opportunity to learn much more. You have the opportunity to learn much more about yourself, as I do. Okay, there's some old things, some old fears showing up here. I'm afraid of taking that sales call or business meeting, or confronting my partner, or stop that beautiful woman or man on the street and say that she's gorgeous or he is. I'm afraid of that. Okay, I learned something and I can do it anyway. I can let go of that fear and I can do it, right? So we will learn something. You will learn something about yourself. And every time we have this opportunity, the obstacle is there. It's an opportunity. We have the opportunity of letting go of something that's no longer us, being with that fear and growing from it. It makes a person confident if they go through all of these things, go through the obstacles, and keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Obviously, like in the gym, sometimes we need to rest. I had my rest week this week from the gym, and it was needed. It took me too long to do it this time because I was really in the habit of just going to the gym. But now it was rest week. It was very good. The obstacles. Learning and growing, learning about yourself, becoming more free when we release all the things that we are not. We shred the layers that we are not. And two things that I want to share with you here. One thing is that, first of all, in all movies, even the Matrix that I saw, the main character, most movies ends good. But the thing is, the main character is at a beginning point, and at the end of the movie we see the main character succeed. But isn't it true, in most movies the character has to go through one or more obstacles? Like Neo in Matrix, he has to face the agents, and the agents become stronger and more and faster, and he has to grow with that. Isn't that true? Isn't that how it is? So it's kind of like it's build in, and maybe as I start with it, it can also be that there's belief in this, that it can be easier. But that leads me to the second point here. Science do know today that there is an area in our brain, both sides of our brain, also a thing that I learned from Huberman, and this area is actually the area that controls willpower in you and me. And this area, what science know today, data shows that this area actually grows when we do things that we don't want to do. So if we see obstacles and they try to hold us back, but we do it anyway, then that area will grow, like a muscle will grow from you working out in the gym or running or things like that. The same thing with this area. So even, and I just had this recently, I was reading and I felt like my brain was going into, wow, smoke coming out of my ears. And then I had to tell myself, okay, I actually wanted to stop because it was too heavy, the reading. Then I told myself that this area right now, the only thing that is happening is that I don't want to do it. So if I stop, that area will shrink. If I keep going, I will grow that area, and not only that, I will learn from it. I will overcome an obstacle with this. So it's just some views on how to keep going even when these obstacles shows up. And the last thing with this area, the last thing that I want to share that really stuck with me is that this area, as data shows us and what science knows today, this area will also. It's said that it's controlling our willpower, but it's also said that it's also the will to live. From that, what I wanted to share with you here is that if we let us hold back when there's an obstacle, if we let ourselves hold back, if we should go to the gym or eating healthy or taking a difficult conversation with someone because of fear, we will shrink. And I know this, I've been through this. And isn't it true? And I know I'm 53, I see people around me getting older and some of them getting more and more on their couch and staying there, and it's like the whole thing is shrinking for them. So isn't it true that these obstacles also, like going to the gym and working out your muscles, these obstacles also have a tendency to help you getting, not only you learn more, you grow, but you also get stronger, but also you will, just think about it, it will increase your willpower and increase your way of, wow, it's a cool life. I still have things that I can try out. I still have things that I can do. I still have things that I can experiment with. And no, not everything will be great and not everything will succeed every time, but every time I have the opportunity to grow, to learn more about myself, and even to increase my will to live, to enjoy my life. I hope this helped. As I said in the beginning, you will experience obstacles manifesting your dream life. So it's not about taking you away from it. It's actually just some supportive ideas how to keep moving forward also when these obstacles, they show up. I see you in the next video. Lots of love.